Hey everybody, it's Robert from Old Style Classics Baseball Cards, and so this is going to be part 2 of my video today. I had an eBay, I got one eBay in today, which I showed on the last video, and I also picked up 6-box blasters from Target, and I wiped Target out. I just wanted to get all the blasters they had because I want to see if retail is any better this year than it was last year as far as pulling stuff. First box, was this one we opened, and we didn't get any hits, but we did get some nice stuff nonetheless. And so I opened this one with my eBay reveal and talked about my external hard drive, how I'm trying to get some videos back that I lost. So that was starting to go on a little bit long, so I cut it off, and now I'm going to do a second video where I do a couple more blasters. And let's see how retail's doing this time around. So in the last one, I got, by any other name, an Allen Mini, Allen Array, the Gunnar Henderson Rookie Design Variant, a Condor card to go ahead and add to my page on in my Ginter binder. So I'm always talking about my 2014 Allen Ginter binder, and what I mean by that is not that I'm collecting 2014 Allen Ginter, which I will, but it's the binder that they got together with Ultra Pro and put out that year. So it's an Allen Ginter binder, but it's a 2014 Allen Ginter binder that I'm putting my Allen Ginter stuff into, so for display. That's not like autographs or relics and stuff like that. Those will go into like one touches or top loaders into my hit box. So when I'm talking about 2014 binder, I'm not talking about collecting the 2014 stuff. I'm talking about just my Allen Ginter binder, but it's literally a 2014. All right, and they also had these. I didn't think that these were going to be on retail. I thought it was just hobby only. So that's that new Filigree card that looks like the Hot Box Parallel. So I guess some Hot Boxes in the past, instead of getting the foil shiny middle card, much like well, I'm not even gonna say that. It came with a gold border like this instead, but this is a silver border. I don't know if you could tell in this light, but so we pulled that out of that. That was cool. And then from eBay, I picked up that 2011 Shawn Michaels wrestler. This is not from WWE Heritage. This is actually from the actual Allen Ginter set that year. So every now and then they will put a professional wrestler in the regular Allen Ginter like any other celebrity. So actually I might have him in the full-size card and maybe Hogan, I don't know. But who knows, this could be my first mini wrestler from the main sets of Allen Ginter. So that's going to be going in the binder. And let's see, on the last boxes, I think that last box, when I ended it up, and I was talking to you guys about people who complain about Allen Ginter not being an actual baseball card set. They do other stuff. Well, I did show the original Allen Ginter from 1887. That's the first set of trading cards that was mass produced. I'm 99% sure on that. If I'm wrong, sorry. Or Goodwin, whatever. But there's your first set of trading cards, which happens to have your first real set of baseball cards. But it's just that many baseball cards. Look at all these other people. Pool players, billiards players, shooters, boxers, wrestlers, or people rowed boats. And that's what Allen Ginter's was, and that's what Allen Ginter's continued to be back then. pretty girls, flags, different things of interest, famous people, and that's why Topps continues the tradition. So when you say that you don't like Allen Ginter because it's not what you're expecting, well, maybe what you're expecting is more you not knowing what you should be expecting, because this is what it's based on. And a lot of us love it. It's one of their top selling products. So, and it's got the minis, which is my favorite. I mean, if you had the Cap Anson, Montgomery Ward, or Comiskey, would you be like, I don't like that card, it's a mini, I'm going to throw it in trash? You know, all right, throw away $100,000 or whatever. Or the Hannes Wagner T206. That's a mini. So that's just what cards were. And so to hate on modern versions of it, I get it. You don't like to store them, but they've made it to where you can now. Just get the penny sleeves and they go right in these things. This one's actually sitting in one right there. These go right in your binder. These can go right into your box. They do make mini sleeves and mini top loaders for these too. So, I mean, you could store them that way. They do need to make a box that actually fits a mini, just like a raw or the mini top loaders, but that's, I don't know, they should do that. Maybe I could start a business and do it. Not gonna happen. Anyhow, so there's your Ginter back. That actual image is one of the images from one of the original Allen Ginter sets. So maybe that second set or one of those early ones had this dude on it, except he was smoking. So he was one of the smokers cards. So they would have had a subset that said smokers. You know, like a dude smoking a hookah, a dude smoking a pipe, or something like that. So Allen Ginter's is just being Allen Ginter. So if you think that Allen Ginter should just be a baseball card set, then you just don't understand what Allen Ginter's is. And I guess I'll never stop preaching on about that, because I love the mini cards and I don't want them to go away, and I love Allen Ginter. I think it's the best set Topps does. Is it the most expensive? No. Is it the shiniest and prettiest? No. Does it have the most consistent hits? No. Is it a good value? Yes. What can you get with a good value? Some of the biggest hits the Topps does. The biggest hits any card company does. Can you get that in Allen Ginter? Yep. Where else can you get hits like that? Yeah, you can get some of the baseball players in some of the other sets. Okay, well, what else are you talking about? Well, you're going to get Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy autographs in Bowman? Nope. You're going to get it in Tribute or anything else? No. Where are you going to get that stuff? Oh, I don't know. When you buy one of those $5,000, $10,000 briefcases that they do, where they have a guaranteed cut signature, okay. Then, you know, you can buy that. Or you can get one of these huge hits out of Allen Ginter if you're lucky. It's a fun set, people. People who love it, they understand. People who don't, just trying to pass on some knowledge. Getting a little preachy. Sorry, people. I just love this set. So I did pull an in action, which is pretty rare. I don't know how rare they are. The set list checklist isn't super clear yet, because it is this first week. It's only been out 5 days now, going on the 6th day. So the inactions are one of the rarer ones to be getting. I got that out of the hobby box, the second one. I got a beautiful, beautiful relic. I mean, just look at that card. It's just really nice. It's kind of almost got that plasticky kind of feel to the card. You know, yeah, it's gray, so that sucks, but actually the side of the card's gray, so it kind of goes with that, and just the blue and the red really play off. The other full-size relics aren't nearly as nice as this. So those are really nice, and so it's an attractive card. It's It's a nice one to have in the collection. And then there you go. There's another example. So, okay, he's not a baseball player, and you like baseball cards, but if you pulled Young's autograph out of this, going for thousands of dollars right now, apparently. Bryce Young, quarterback for Green Bay. He tore up my Bears. Alabama. You know, he played for Alabama. Won the Heisman Trophy Award. Yeah, that's always a good thing to get. And that doesn't mean that it always works out, but dude's on fire right now, so he's one of the big chases. You gonna get that in Bowman? Flagship? Dunross? I don't think so. Allen Ginter's the place to be if you want some big things, and sometimes the biggest things that you can get are the non-baseball stuff, so it's just cool. And it's not like overboard like Goodwin Champions. Goodwin Champions from Upper Deck is very similar. It used to be. Now they're like modern design. It's just horrible. And they got rid of the minis, so that's horrible. So they just, I don't know. But then they always, if you thought these were weirdo cards, the non-baseball stuff, then Goodwin Champions was like the next level. Yeah, it could be your next door neighbor could have a card in that. It felt like at some points in times, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. That's cool for them, but yeah, it could be just some person because they were standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona when they happened to drive by. It's like, hey, you want to be on a card? Yeah, okay. You should know that reference. If you don't, then you should question your musical tastes. I kid you people, I kid. Everybody do whatever they like, as long as it's not hurting somebody else or super illegal. Alright, let's get going. Blaster number 2. Alright, Target, what do you got for me? There's your retail pack. In case you didn't watch the last video, no more odds. Standard stuff. Pretty nice. I like to hide the minis from myself because that's the card I like the most. Mulder. There's a nice Bobby Witt Jr. The Man. The Myth. Mike Trout. Dude used to play baseball. Legend has it. Will he ever play baseball? Or be perpetually injured? Time will tell. Sammy Sosa, the most exciting guy in the late 90s. Just major blast, lots of fun, enjoyable, nice guy, entertaining. Was the balance that Mark McGwire needed so that he didn't come off as big of a stick in the mud as he was. Has over 600 home runs. He was a pretty solid player all around. 609 home runs. I do want to point this out, like I did on that Miguel Montero, how I talked about he doesn't get the credit he deserves for hitting the game-winning RBI for the Cubs to win the World Series, because everyone gives all this praise to Zobrist, which, nothing against that, but Miguel Montero hit the game-winning RBI that gave the Cubs a World Series win. And for those of you who don't really care, that's funny, but me, this is the kind of baseball stuff that I like baseball, and so just interesting things, and I knew it at the time because of course where everyone was watching it. But Sammy Sosa does hold a record that season. He was the first person to hit 66 home runs. He did it about an hour before Mark McGwire did his 66th, and maybe he did another one that day, I don't know. But he's the first person ever to reach 66 home runs in the major leagues. And it was an exciting year. It brought a lot of people back to baseball. A super fun dude. Does he belong in the Hall of Fame? And I'm a Cubs fan. I went and seen him play in Denver. I seen him hit a home run, and I could even pull the ticket stub out and tell you what game it was, and see if there's highlights or something out there. He hit a home run so far in Coors Field, it was like halfway up that giant scoreboard that they have in left field, and like busted out some of the lights. I mean, just a huge home run. I mean, the only person I ever seen hit a home run that far in person was Clint Allen Hill, and so did a lot for baseball, helped bring people back to the game. You know, I live in the Bay Area, so a lot of people here are always talking about, oh, Barry Bonds this and Barry Bonds that. He belongs in the Hall of Fame. Look at what he was doing and blah, blah, blah. And he was another kind of stick in the mud, let's say. And Sammy Sosa was the likable one. Does he belong in the Hall of Fame? Hell no. He cheated. He got the fame. He got the fortune. He got the records. He got all the whatever. He'll always be as the first dude, 66 home runs. Likable guy. But he cheated at baseball. And what I mean by that, and that maybe I need to qualify that, is, I get like throwing a spitball. You do these little things that are kind of like the unwritten rules that are like, okay, so like, the guy on second might be stealing your signs a little bit, kind of giving him a heads up, as long as you don't get caught, then it's okay. That's like sort of cheating. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's illegal or not, but nevertheless, what ended up happening is the other team finds out they're kind of going to bean him with the ball. At least that's the way it used to be. This guy's throwing a spitball or a Vaseline ball or something like that. Those, it's like, okay, that's all right as long as you're until you get busted. Then it's like, it got you. Kind of like fighting in hockey. There's a certain amount of getting away with something that's acceptable in baseball, but then there are certain things that are not acceptable. Like, okay, it's not your player stealing signs, it's some guy with TV camera and a whole audio setup and buzzers and all that. That's too far. Steroids, too far. Gives you way too much of an advantage. Oh, well, weren't other guys using it? Well, maybe, but it's not fair to all the people who didn't, and it's not fair to the people who came before you, whose records stood and have fallen because somebody was super cheating. It's like there's a misdemeanor, like the spitball, and that used to be legal. There's the rubbing up the ball with the emery board or something like that. That's like jaywalking. Cheating to such a degree that you're ruining the integrity of the game by spoiling other people's stats and confusing it from that time forward. That's more of a felony, in my opinion, to make an example. So no, Sammy Sosa doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame. Palmeiro doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame. McGwire, Bonds, in my opinion. All right, there's my rant. Oh, the other day I was looking at these cards and I came across Lou Brock, but I wasn't paying like super attention. I was just like, oh wow, look, it's Bob Gibson. So I went on a whole Bob Gibson story while standing there holding a Lou Brock card. So, hey, we all do stupid stuff, right? Corey Seager. And the mini, International Delights. So that's a new one for me. Ropa Vieja. Cuba clam, ropa vieja, Spanish for old clothes. Among the national dishes, but this tasty blend of stewed beef, sofrito, and tomatoes traces its root to Spain and has regional variations throughout the Latin America. It is often made with flank steak. Looks pretty good to me, as long as there's no onions. All right, let's get on with it, right? Instead of me ranting, you guys want to see me open some cards? Let's do it. And I'm getting to the point where I've seen most of the base set probably now, so that's that Baseball Insider, Poor Mancini, hope he lands on his feet. Buster Posey talked about how if he just played a little longer could have been a Hall of Famer. I think he's borderline at best. Yeah, he's gonna have a high like at bat WAR, but he really should have went to first. But I think he stepped out too early, so I would put him in if he'd had a longer career, but right now I'm kind of leaning towards no. Real Muto, jet skiing. Now there's some fun. The only thing that's not fun about jet skiing, besides having to buy it or rent it or maintain it, but it's a lot easier than a boat. It uses less gas. But there's your biggest problem. Getting to the gas to fill this thing up at a lake. Yeah, it's going to cost you, you're going to have enough money to own 2 of these jet skis to run it. And one time we were riding, my girl I was seeing at the time's brother had just bought one and sucked in a bunch of sand and got a rock in there where it jets out the water and it wouldn't run. And then finally we were able to spray it out, take the little thing off and spray it the other direction to get the rocks out. Yeah, I felt like a total heel. Yeah, I was like, I might have to break up with her. Yeah. All right, Minnie is Ray, comedian, actor, and apparently Taylor Swift. He's Lover. Felt like breaking up with her, not because she did anything wrong. I was like, oh my God, I can't afford this. I need to get out of here. If I ran this dude's jet ski, how am I going to live that down, being around these people all the time? Cabrera. He was cool about it, so it was no big deal. Clark, that para athlete. Diaz. All right. This might be a new card for me, Wang. I don't think I've seen that one yet. 303. So there's a short print. Clayton Kershaw. And the mini. That's cool. Old time old time hockey, like I talked about before. He must be Andre Dawson's cousin or something, because he's a Hawk too. Hey, and Allen Ginter back, so nice. So there's an oddball that has the A&G back, so that's cool for this dude. And it's different, so. Alright, another talented. That's the other goofy thing that they're doing this year. It's not just the by another name where they're doing other Allen and other things named Allen, like Allen Ginter. They're doing these, which is just cool. It's a bird card, so it's an insert set, which I think that's different for me, so good. That definitely means I've got 9 different ones to fill in a page. But the talented is, you know, that pun play on words is one of those goofy things that Allen Ginter will do. So I like when they do that. That's why I'm putting them in the binder, because it is kind of a goof. It's a serious card with a little goofy angle to it. And the art's really nice on these, because sometimes they really do a crappy job on some of the art they do. Like on those exclusive minis that I showed you guys for that 2014 binder. Alright, Gordon, so medium. Tovar, rookie for the Colorado Rockies, probably played in Albuquerque. He's from Venezuela. Alright, here we go. There's the guy I got the first autograph from, was a mini framed autograph of Stowers. So that was cool. Pulling 2 autographs out of 2 Allen Ginter hobby boxes. So here's the Brock card that I was talking about. I just assumed it was Bob Gibson at first. I was like, oh, St. Louis, you know, blah, 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 and I was probably holding it. Oh, and I met him, and blah, blah, and it was Brock. Former Chicago Cub. Amongst many of the mistakes the Cubs have made. But Hall of Famer Lou Brock. Black border, alright, that's cool. So Stone Street, the guy from Modern Family. He's a funny dude. And so that's cool. Black border. Eric Stone Street. I don't know if you guys can read that if you want. If you can, I don't know if that's blurry or not. Can only see at an angle. I'm looking at like a 60-degree angle of my screen, so I can't really get a good view of what you guys are seeing. I just hope it all comes off all right. All right, pull the mini out there. Cavalli rookie. Oh, Hopi rookie again. Castellanos. Oh, what we got here? David Cone. Did I pull his autograph out of Signature Series? I'm not sure. But there you go, Cone for you Yankees fans. And Cole. So Garrett Cole, I think he might be your Cy Young winner this year. One of them. Steve Garvey. And like I said, my middle school PE teacher told us that this was his cousin, so I don't know if it's true. His name was Mr. Woods. So Steve Garvey, A&G back, short print. So who knows, maybe in the Veterans Committee someday Steve Garvey might make it. It's A&G back, so I can't look at his stats to give you my opinion. Probably good. You'd probably be like, oh my god, he'll go on for an hour. I self-deprecate. Leafco. NFL Network. Okay. Casas. Tristan. Alright, my scan for my recovery scan of my external hard drives already up to 12%. Took like 6 hours to get to like 6% last time. Ray, we pulled as many on the last one. Ray. Walker, rookie card. St. Louis. Jordan Walker. And the marimba. Oh yeah. Music to your ears. The marimba. I always thought it was a maramba. Oh, Maybe we got a little, maybe we got a relic or something here. This would be the pack normally in the past for Allen Ginter. It was always the next to last pack from my experience. Not 100%, but oh, I forgot the mini. So let's do this mini first. All right, we got a only in Detroit. So these are cool. These are the ones that talk about something special about each stadium. But little dingy there, a little off center. That's okay. So it's not like that card's ever going to be $1 million card, most likely, unless $1 million is worth like 50 cents in 100 years. But that's cool. I'd like to check out Detroit. All right, we got Lee rookie card, Corey Lee, Reagan's again, McGuire. Sorry, dude. You got your money, you got your fame, you got your records for as little time as you had it, and people still like you, but no Hall of Fame. Eckstein, David, and Gagny. I had so much trouble saying his name last time. All right, the mini is Wilson Contreras again. All right, an Allen Ginter back, so cool. I liked Wilson Contreras. He was pretty good. Poor Javi Baez. Oh my God. What happened to dude? I mean, he just can't hit the ball. Can't not strike out. All right, Ski. He kind of looks like Neil Peart from Rush when he was young, just with that long hair. I think he's a DJ or yeah. All right, here we go. We got another winner, people. My wife pulled this card out of the first box. He was in the first pack that we got any rookies in, and there he is again. Okay centering there. Corbin Carroll, your soon-to-be Rookie of the Year. I actually got his autograph out of that Onyx Vintage or whatever it's called. I think I got the modern one. So, it's all right looking card, but got a Corbin Carroll autograph about a year ago, maybe less, out of one of those Onyx Vintage little boxes. And I also pulled a redemption last December out of one of those for Giannis Antetokounmpo autograph card. There was a redemption, and lucky for me, the redemption expired at the end of the year, and I got it at the beginning of December. So I got me a nice Giannis autograph card, and I'll have to show you guys when I get around to showing off some of the stuff in my top loaders and one touches and stuff. But I'm waiting to be able to record back on the computer again before I start doing that. All right, Thompson, rookie. Chipper Jones. Hall of Famer. And who could be? All right, another owl. Whoo! The Great Horned Owl. Symbol of the goddess Athena. All right, so I'm liking that one. The quintessential nocturnal bird found in Storybooks. Oh, I was like, what's this story? Storybook. I was thinking it was like a brook. The great horned owl boasts large eyes with pupils open widely in the dark. Their peepers don't move in the sockets, but the owl can swivel their heads more than 180 degrees to look in any direction. When clinched, the great horned owl's deadly grip requires a force of 28 pounds to open. So that's who. The bird is the word. All right, we got another. Look at this. Another Rookie design variant based on the 2006, based on the 1887 Allen Ginter. They do these special rookie variations for a set list of rookies every year. And it's the last one we got. What is it, Gunnar Henderson, and now we got Adley Rutschman. So 2 Oreos in a row. And so they stuck with the RDV this year because sometimes they would change it, like variation rookie design, or VDR or something, VRD. Because sometimes if you get a bunch of these together, you don't know what year it is, other than unless you know who the rookies are, So like in 2021 to 2020, you might not be able to tell which was what year it came out at, and that's mostly only an issue when you're trying to collate your cards, trying to all right, so there we go, the 2 big Oreos. So boom, those are winners for when you're trying to reconcile your cards. Did I use that right? You're trying to organize them. You come across 2 different years of these, you're then you gotta be like, All right, people, so that was box number 1. Nothing special. Nothing too special. Alright, I do want to open another one, though, because I'm jonesing. I haven't opened any cards in a few days, so maybe I should stop and do another video. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, why don't I do that? Alright, Rob from Old Style Classics Baseball Cards out.